practiced sincerity. I didn't really mean to hit the car. I don't know how the baseball got out of my hands.
Yeah.
I think my cousin must have done it because I couldn't have done it. I mean, look at his face, this pained. I hate throwing McCabe under the bus.
You're saying he's acting?
I know. I'm saying he taught himself at an early age a series of self-serving emotions, which he uses over. I mean, if you watch him for a couple of hours of this stuff, he uses it over and over and over. This guy is almost a pathological liar.
All right, that was the great one, Mark Levin, and the former Speaker of the House, Newt Gingrich, on Fox and Friends this morning, shedding James Comey, literally shredding his argument and this disastrous media tour. Here with reaction to all of tonight's breaking news, Fox News contributor Sara Carter, Fox News legal analyst Greg Jarrett. You know, I guess we could call this criminal referral week, Greg, because, well, think about it. On Wednesday, Ron DeSantis, I mean, a powerful letter with every law written down that is applicable to people like Hillary and Comey and McCabe and Strzok and Page and Lynch and all these other deep state actors. Then yesterday, it's the criminal referral as it relates to Andrew McCabe. And today, the Justice Department watchdog is now going to probe into Comey and his release of classified information, which we all predicted right here on this show.
We absolutely did. Here's what they're looking at. Here's one of the 7 memos that Comey had. He wrote it. His name's at the top. And it says classified by director. And then it says classification secret, which is the second level. The moment Comey took this out of the FBI building and took it home with him, he is arguably committing a crime, mishandling of classified information. And if he gave this document to somebody else unauthorized, Daniel Richman, and one other person that I'm aware of, and that'll be coming out, he committed yet another crime. And by the way, he can't say, well, I redacted parts of it. The content, not the labeling, dictates classification under the law.
I kept saying, what lawyer is letting him do this? It never made sense. And Sarah, you had predicted all of this as well, especially with Andrew McCabe, the criminal probe, now the referral about him.
Well, they couldn't walk away from it, Sean. I mean, they had to go forward because McCabe had violated the law. He leaked. The IG found the evidence of that. I mean, they even found evidence that he had thrown other FBI executives under the bus. There was nothing else that the IG could do. Had he not gone forward with this criminal referral, we would have had to have questioned Michael Horowitz. And now with Comey, I think this is fascinating, and especially Greg brought up several good points. They're going to have to move forward with this, because if they walk this back, they're going to have a lot of trouble because they're going to have a lot of explaining to do, right? And Comey can't use the similar defense. I mean, look at what already happened with Hillary Clinton. And remember the IG report on the handling of the Hillary Clinton private server and her use of using it to send classified emails. That's coming out in May, and how the FBI handled it. So Michael Horowitz is going to be very diligent. I think he's going to issue a report on Hillary, and then I think what we're going to see follow that is a report on former FBI Director Comey.
That means, listen, and that's only into the Clinton email investigation. Greg, we know she committed crimes. We put the crimes and violations, you have identified them on this show. But then the exoneration, you don't have an exoneration before investigation.
Yeah.
Then who was involved in the presentation of unverified, uncorroborated information from Clinton's bought and paid for dossier from a foreign national with Russian sources to the FISA court judges 4 times?
Right. Not just obstruction in the Hillary Clinton case, but also, as you point out, abuse of power and obstruction in the dossier. But you're also leaving out theft of government property. Now, Comey said, well, these are my private recollections, my personal recollections. It is not. He was on the job, and he was having a conversation with the president, and he memorialized it in a document under the Privacy Act, the Federal Records Act, and the document Comey signed called a non-disclosure agreement. It specifically says anything you do in the course and scope of your employment at the FBI is government property. It is not yours, and upon separation from the FBI, you may not take it with you.
Absolutely.
Doing it is theft of government property.
Last word, Sarah.
Well, you know, Comey is obviously made a decision. He's come out, he's spoken, and now he has to wait for the IG. And I think he has a hard road ahead of him, Sean.
Unbelievable, and good work. I got to praise both of you, because this is everything that we have been reporting, you have been reporting, the deep dive both of you have done here is now unfolding before the country. And in many ways, I actually wish we were wrong, but this has to be stopped. This is our Constitution. This is equal justice under the law, equal application under the law. Thank you both. Sure. All right, when we come back, we're going to show you the media's new, sick, ugly, twisted obsession about the president. Sean Spicer responds next.